Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Breakdown Show, where we break down all things rugby. In today's video, we are gonna look at the favorites for next year's World Cup and which teams are in the hunt for that World Cup trophy next year. We've got a lot of teams in the hunt for that trophy. The teams are getting stronger by the minute. And will the Springboks get their third title in a row? Only time will tell. So guys, stay with me. You wouldn't want to miss it. And we are going to break down the teams that are the favorites. So guys, in the last World Cup, we had a stacked, absolutely brilliant World Cup in France. France hosted the World Cup, and what a World Cup it was. It was one of the best World Cups I've ever seen. And France, they were in the favorites going into that World Cup, along with Ireland and New Zealand and the Springboks. And what a tournament that France have. Antoine Dupont, he was the mastermind behind the French team, the captain as well. And I have no doubt that they will be the favorites once again going into next year's World Cup. They fought out in the quarterfinals against the Springboks. One of the best games ever. I will never forget that Georgetown from Jason Kopi when Thomas Ramos went for his conversion on the touchline. That was absolutely brilliant from Jason Kopi. But I do think France will still be a contender in 2027 in Australia. They are a strong team. They looked absolutely brilliant in the Six Nations this year. And they are looking good with their teams in the Investing Championship Cup as well. And they will be one of the favorites for next year's World Cup. And I do have them as one of the favorites. A team that you can never count out in a World Cup, they are always a force to be reckoned with, is the mighty All Blacks, New Zealand. They just got a new coach in Dave Rennie, and I do think he will make the difference for the All Blacks. So the teams will have to watch out for the All Blacks. They are always gunning for that World Cup trophy, and they are always one of the favorites. Dave Rennie, he has been absolutely brilliant when he coached the Chiefs in the Super Rugby competition. He was just in Japan. Now he's back in New Zealand, and he's coaching his home country, the All Blacks. And they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. They've got great players in Bowden Barrett and Damian McKenzie. They are good in the backline for the All Blacks. And we all know what they can do from the back. They've got a good kicking game as well. And the All Blacks, they will be one of the favorites going into the World Cup 2027. And I can't wait to see how they perform. When we go back to the Northern Hemisphere, this team is always a force to be reckoned with, and yes, they've been knocked out plenty of times when it comes to World Cup knockout games. Andy Farrell's teams, Ireland, they are a force to be reckoned with, and yes, they have struggled at times in World Cups, but they still have a good team. They are the second best team in the Six Nations this year in 2026. And they've got good players as well. We just saw Gibson Park. He played the brilliant game of rugby for Leinster in the Investing Champions Cup this past weekend. And they do have great fly-offs as well, like a guy like Jack Crowley, Pentecost. He's a great player as well. James Lowe at wing. They have good players at the back. And you can never count out Andy Farrell's team, the Ireland team. They will always be a force to be reckoned with, and I do have them as one of the favorites going into next year's World Cup in Australia. This video would be nothing without the Springboks talking about, and I do have them as one, if not the favorites, for the World Cup in next year's World Cup in Australia. And Rassie Erasmus, what about this guy? He's been absolutely sensational ever since he came into the Springbok setup in 2018 alongside Johnny Nobbert. They've been absolutely out of this world for the Springboks setup. the Springboks, they were nowhere to be found before that, and they came along and they made a couple of history moments already, and I'm sure they will try to and replicate it in next year's World Cup in Australia. Johnny Napier is with Andy Farrell and the Ireland team now, but they will not be alongside each other, but still the Springboks have a great coaching team, a great captain in Sia Kulisi, and I have no doubt that they will be a force to be reckoned with in next year's World Cup in Australia. And we've got great players, guys like Sasa and Feinberg Mkolozulu. He's going to be an epic player to watch out for in next year's World Cup. And the Springboks, they are favourites for the World Cup next year. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below, who do you have as favourites for next year's World Cup in Australia? I would love to hear your comments down below. And guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.